With so many new and well-cast superhero films released every year, we couldn't limit the best superhero portrayals to just one list.
Defense noted.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for another top 10 superhero movie portrayals.
A great hero named Kevin Bacon. He teaches an entire city full of people with sticks up their butts that dancing, wow, it's the greatest thing there is.
We are limiting our list to live-action films, which means no television portrayals or animated voiceovers.
If you want to suffer in silence, that's fine by me.
We're also just looking at the good guys, as supervillain portrayals are on a list of their own. If you don't see an entry that you think should be on here, be sure to check out our first list on this topic.
That was the plan.
Not a great plan. When they come, and they will, they'll come for you.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
Number 10, James McAvoy, Professor Charles Xavier, X-Men franchise.
You must think me so foolish. You've always said they would come after us.
It's no easy task to step into the shoes of one of the greatest heroes in all of comics, especially since the character was already masterfully portrayed by Sir Patrick Stewart. But that's exactly what James McAvoy did when he took over the role as the young Charles Xavier in 2011's X-Men First Class.
You see, one of the many spectacular things my mutation allows me to do is that I can read your mind.
McAvoy succeeded in giving the character a bit more personality, particularly a large ego, a youthful optimism, and a carefree attitude. McAvoy's hip and charismatic portrayal proves the character is in good hands for any future film installments.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't shoot anybody point blank, let alone my friend.
Number 9, Alan Cumming, Nightcrawler, X2.
Please don't kill me. I didn't mean to harm anyone.
Now, why would people have gotten that impression? What's your name?
Wagner. Kurt Wagner.
The second X-Men film showed how awesome Nightcrawler is, and his attack on the President of the United States in the film's opening scene is phenomenal. What makes Cummings' portrayal so impressive, however, is the amount of sympathy he is able to bring to a character who is immediately established as dangerous and frightening. His makeup took approximately 4 hours to apply, while his body tattoos brought the whole process up to over 9 hours.
Did you do these yourself?
Yes.
That is some serious dedication, especially considering he doesn't play a huge role in the film.
I didn't mean to snoop.
Just try and relax.
Number 8, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, you know what? There's another name you might know me by.
Star-Lord.
Who?
Only Marvel could turn a little-known comic book into the second highest-grossing film of 2014. One of the reasons for Guardians' success was the likable characters, and that starts with Pratt's Star-Lord, who is the perfect mix of Captain America and Han Solo.
What happened?
This guy just backed out of a deal on me. There's one thing I hate, it's a man without integrity. Peter Quill, people call me Star-Lord.
Pratt actually lost 60 pounds in 6 months to get in shape for the role. And while he's certainly one of Marvel's hunkier characters, it's his sarcastic wit and charming demeanor that makes him a fan favorite.
We have to go back to your ship and deliver it to Nova.
Right, okay, I think you're right. Or we could give it to somebody who's not going to arrest us, who's really nice for a whole lot of money. I think it's a really good balance between both of your points of view.
You're despicable.
Number 7, Brandon Routh, Superman, Superman Returns.
Who are you?
I'm Clark Kent, an old friend of your mom's from before you were born.
Really? She never mentioned you.
The return of Superman to the big screen in 2006 was met with a lukewarm reception from both critics and the audience, but there's no denying that Routh's portrayal of the Man of Steel was worthy of the character. As Christopher Reeve proved many years earlier, the key to playing a good Superman is as much in Clark Kent as it is in Superman. Routh captures the humility needed to depict Clark Kent and the character's true heroism in Superman.
You wrote that the world doesn't need a savior. But every day I hear people crying for one.
Number 6, Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Talk to Fury. He needs you on this.
He needs me in a cage.
No one's gonna put you...
Stop lying to me!
I'm sorry, that was mean.
Edward Norton is a fantastic actor, and when it was announced that he wouldn't return to the universe as the Hulk in Marvel's 2012 Avengers film, fans were mortified. Enter Mark Ruffalo, who captured the essence of Bruce Banner perfectly as the shy and reserved scientist who transforms into a violent yet misunderstood green monster.
Now you see, I don't get a suit of armor. I'm exposed. Like a nerve. It's a nightmare.
Banner is as much at war with himself as he is with everything else, and this inner turmoil is beautifully portrayed by Ruffalo on screen. Critics almost universally praised his addition to the cast, proving that recasting a hero, even someone as respected as Edward Norton, is always possible.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Number 5. Chloe Grace Moretz, Hit Girl, Kick-Ass franchise.
Oh, thank you, thank you! Oh my god! Dad!
The foul-mouthed and excessively violent Hit Girl is certainly an entertaining character, but an extremely difficult and demanding role for a child actor. The then 13-year-old Chloe Grace Moretz was cast, and she was certainly up for the part.
Why are you getting punched in the chest?
You're gonna be fine, baby doll.
Moretz spent months learning how to handle guns and swords so that she could perform most of her stunts. While her character offended some of the film's more conservative viewers, she quickly became a fan favorite and is, without a doubt, one of the cooler comic book characters to ever appear on the silver screen.
You know, all the homophobic shit makes it sound super gay.
Number 4. Carl Urban, Judge Dredd, Dredd.
Mama is not the law. I am the law.
This is a performance you need to see to believe, as Urban was able to give an outstanding turn as the no-nonsense Judge Dredd without ever removing his helmet. Urban underwent intensive physical and technical training to prepare for the part, and also gave the character a harsh and raspy voice which Urban himself admitted was difficult to maintain throughout the film.
Can't execute a perp on 99%.
Although the movie was an underappreciated gem and performed poorly at the box office, Urban's portrayal of Dredd was praised by critics and makes it a little bit easier for Dredd fans to forget about Sylvester Stallone's previous attempt.
Wouldn't it feel good to have an emotion once in a while, huh?
Emotions. There ought to be a law against them.
Number 3. Brandon Lee, The Crow.
I see you have made your decision.
A rising star at the time, this role tragically resulted in Brandon Lee's death on set. Lee impressively captures Eric Draven, who becomes the supernatural avenging angel, The Crow.
You're him, huh? The Avenger. The killer of killers. Nice outfit. Not sure about the face, though.
Everyone knew Lee was an excellent martial artist and stuntman, but it's his dramatic acting in this film that proved that Lee was an action star triple threat.
Say, are you some kind of ghost? Boo.
Tragically, we will never see how far his career would have gone. But, like The Crow, Lee is forever immortalized in this fantastic cult classic.
Victims, aren't we all?
Number 2. Christian Bale, Batman, The Dark Knight Trilogy.
I want to thank you all for coming here tonight and drinking all of my booze.
Okay, sure, the voice is a bit much, but Bale did a great job capturing the intensity of The Dark Knight while also portraying the tortured and conflicted Bruce Wayne.
I will go back to Gotham and I will fight men like this, but I will not become an executioner.
Bruce, please. For your own sake, there is no turning back.
Christopher Nolan's focus on creating a realistic Gotham meant Bale needed to showcase a believable Batman, something he does again and again throughout the trilogy, particularly in the second film, as he goes toe-to-toe with Heath Ledger's Joker.
Until their spirit breaks completely. Until they get a good look at the real Harvey Dent.
In fact, Bale was so popular among fans that many lobbied for him to return for Zack Snyder's upcoming Batman vs. Superman film. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists. The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier. He's credited with over 24 assassinations in the last 50 years.
The decision to turn the cure into a weapon was made without me. What happened on that convoy was inexcusable.
You thought you were someone else?
Man, you don't have me on your computer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I took a photo of the debate team, and you're in the debate team, so.
Right.
So, he must have seen, I was touching up stuff.
You're touching up stuff?
Come on. I'm not gonna answer that.
The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people. See if they could become something more.
Number 1, Chris Evans, Captain America, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Which means, I can't get drunk.
We had to see it to believe it, but the guy who played the goofy, self-involved Johnny Storm in 2005's Fantastic Four returned to the big screen as Captain America. However, Evans not only succeeds as the Star-Spangled Man, but also brought a huge amount of respect for the character while convincing the audience to respect him back.
Au revoir.
From his journey as a 90-pound weakling to one of the oldest and most iconic superheroes of all time.
So, what made to you so special?
Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
Not only did Evans have the responsibility of humanizing an American icon, but he also had to portray a soldier and a veteran of the modern era's most defining conflict.
8 minutes, Cap.
Do you agree with our list?
How do you plead?
What do you think is the best movie portrayal of a superhero? For more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
What do you think?
Yes, I think it works.